Students, now in this session I will explain question number 3 and 4 of exercise 6.3 of chapter squares and square root. Now in question number 3 what we have to do is find the square root of 100 and 169 by the method of repeated subtraction. So this time what we have to use? We have to write using the method of repeated subtraction. Okay, repeated subtraction of consecutive odd numbers, students, of consecutive odd numbers. Fine. So what is the first number? 100. Okay, so we have to subtract, repeated subtraction with what? Odd numbers. And what type of odd numbers? Consecutive odd numbers. These are some of the words that we have to be very, very careful. That you have to go for repeated subtraction. With what you have to subtract? With odd numbers. And what type of odd numbers? Consecutive odd numbers. It is not that it's the first time you're subtracting with 1 and then you're subtracting with 7 and then again you're subtracting with 11 and then again with 5. No, not like this. The odd number should be consecutive. Okay, so let's begin. That is 100. The first odd number is what? 1. So answer would be 99, isn't it? Now 99 would be subtracted from what? What is the next odd number? 3. That is 96. 96 with the next odd number, that would be 5. That would be 91. 91 would be subtracted with the next odd number, that would be 7. Fine. So this will be 84. Now 84 when will be subtracted from the next odd number, that is 9, and that would be 75. That would be 75. 75 will be subtracted from the next odd number, that would be 11, and that would be 64. Fine. Now 64 will be subtracted with the next odd number, that would be 13, isn't it? 13, and that would be 51. 51 would be subtracted from the next odd number, that is 15. So 51 minus 15 is what? 36, and 36 would be subtracted with 17. This will give you 19, and 19 minus 19, 0. So until and unless you are not getting 0, you will keep on subtracting. Fine. So now we have got 0. So how many times we have done the repeated subtraction? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, students. So what we'll write? 10 times repetition. So we'll write 10 times repetition. We'll write here. Okay. So we'll write here. Just a minute. Let me just, yes. Now 10 times repetition. 10 times repetition we have done. Isn't it? So this is 10 times repetition we have done. Now, so the square root of 100 would be what? 10. As because we have done 10 times repetition, so the square root, this is the square root sign, boys. Okay, square root of 100 is equals to 10. Fine. So let's see. The same thing we'll do with 169 also. 169. So we'll do the same process. We'll use the same method, that is repeated subtraction. So that is 169 minus 1 will be what? 168. 168 minus 3 would be what? 165. 165 minus 5, 160. Isn't it? Just a minute. 160. And then 160 minus 7 would be 153. 153 minus 9, that would be 144. Now 144 minus 11, 133. 133 minus 13, 133 minus 13, it will give 120. 120 minus 15, 120 minus 15 will give us 105. Now let's do the next part here. 105 minus what will be the next odd number? 17, isn't it? 17. So 105 minus 17 will give us 88. 88 minus 19, because the next number is what? 19. So 88 minus 19 will give us 69. 69 minus 21, because next odd number is 21, it will give us 48. And 48 minus 23 will give us 25. And 25 minus 25, see, 0. So how many times we have done the repeated subtraction? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So square root of 169 would be what? 13. Fine. So this is as easy as this. Be careful with the subtraction, students. Okay, now let's move on to sum number 4. In question number 4, we'll first know how to find out the square root. Now, I want to say that to find out the square root, there are two processes. That is prime factorization method, and another one is division method. For now, in question number 4, we'll learn this process. That is prime factorization method. And in the next exercise, we'll learn how to find out the square root of any number by division method. Okay, students, now let's start with question number 1. So question number 1, we have what? 729. So 729, what is the first thing that we have to do? We have to find the prime factorization. Okay. So 729, 3, it is not divisible by 2, but it is divisible by 3. So it would be 243. It is again divisible by 3. That is 81. Again divisible by 3. That is 27. Again divisible by 3. 9. And again divisible by 3. 3 3s are 9, and then 1. Fine. So now what is the next step that you have to do? You have to write in this way. Okay. That is 7 to 9. You have to put the number under the square root sign. Fine. And then you have to give equals to sign. And big square root sign you have to give. Big square root sign. Now these are all the factors, prime factors. So you will write all these prime factors under this square root sign. So how many 3's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, isn't it? So we'll write it like this. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Fine. So once you have written all those prime factors under the square root sign, now the next step is that you have to make a pair of it. Make of pair. Okay. So what is pairing? Making a pair. That means this is called pairing. Two numbers. Pairing. Pairing. Fine. So you have to make a pair like this. Fine. And in the next step, for each pair, you have to write one number. So for this pair, we will write only 3. For this pair, you will write only 1 3, and for each pair, that is for this pair, you will again write only 1 3. And also one thing, you will not give this square root sign also. Okay. Why we are doing pairs? This you will learn in the chapter powers and exponents. Okay. So just multiply this 3 numbers. 3 into 3 into 3 is what? 27. So square root of 729 is what? 27. That means if you multiply 27 with itself, that is 27 into 27, you will get this value, that is 729. Okay. Now let's move on to sum number 2. Sum number 2, we have 400. So the first thing we'll do is prime factorization. That is 2 hundreds are 2 hundreds are 2 50s are 100, 2 25s are 50. Now it will be divisible by 5, 5 5s are, and 5 1s are. The same thing we'll do it here. We'll put 400 under the square root sign. We'll give one equals to sign, and then again we'll put one big square root sign. And under the square root sign, we have to write all those prime factors, students. So how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2 into 2 into 2 into 2, and then 5 into 5. Now what we have to do? Yes, we have to do the pairing. So pairing. Fine. We have to do the pairing. So for each pair, one single digit we have to write. For this pair, we have to write 2. For this pair we have to write 2, and for this pair we have to write just 1 5. Now just multiply it. 2 into 2, 4, 4 5s are 20. So answer is 20. So what does it mean? It means that if you multiply 20 into 20, we'll get this answer, that is 400. Okay boys, now let's move on to sum number 3. Sum number 3 is 1764. So let's do the prime factorization first. So as you see, the last digit is even number. It's quite obvious. It would be divisible by 2. So 1764 divisible by 2 would give you 882. Again, this number is divisible by 2. We'll get 441. Now 441 is divisible by 3. Why? Because 4 plus 4 is what? 8. 8 plus 1 is 9. So 9 is divisible by 3. So this number will also be divisible by 3. So the value would be 3, I guess 147. Okay, 147. And this 147 is again divisible by 3, students. If you again add this all digits, you will get what? 5 plus 7 is 12. So 12 is again divisible by 3. So this is again divisible by 3. So 3 49s. Now 49 is divisible by which prime number? That is 7. Fine. 7 7s are 7 1s are. Fine. So now next step, we'll write 1764 under the square root sign, and then we'll give a big square root sign, and we'll write all the prime number factors. 2 2, 3 3, and 7 7. The next step is what? Absolutely right. So we have to go for a pairing. We have to go for a pairing. And for each pair, what we have to write? Single digit. For this pair, we will write just 1 2. For this pair, we'll write just 1 3. And for this pair, we'll write only 1 7. Fine. So what will the required number? 2 3s are 6. 6 into 7, 42. That means 42 into 42 will give you 1764. Okay. Now let's move on to sum number 4. Sum number 4, we have 4096. It's a very interesting number. Let's do the prime factorization. So it is divisible by 2. So the answer would be 2048. Again it is divisible by 2. 1024. Again it is divisible by 2. 512. My God. Again it is divisible by 2. That means 2 is a 4. 2 5 is a 10. 2 6 is a 12. Again it is divisible by 2, students. That is 2 1 is a 2. 28 is a. Again it is divisible by 2. 2 6 is a. 2 4 is a. My God. Again it is divisible by 2. 32. Again divisible by 2. 16. Again divisible by 2. 8. Again divisible by 2. That is 4. Again. So see, all the factors are 2 only. Wonderful number. Wonderful number. So what we have to write? So 4096. Then we have to put a big number this time. Big number this time, students. Okay. So how many 2s are there? How many 2s are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12. See, it's not, even it is not fitting here also. Fine. So now what we have to make? We have to make a pair. So many pairs. So many pairs. See, so many pairs. 6 pairs are there. Fine. And for each pair, what we have to do? Yes, we have to take a single digit. That is 2 to 2 to 2 into 2 into 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and another one. 2. Because 6 pairs are there. So 6 2 will come. So 2 to the 4, 4 to the 8, 8 to the 16, 16 to the 32 and 32 to the 64. So 64 into 64 will give you 4096. Okay, students. Now rest of the 6 questions. Rest of the 6 question means sum number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You will do it as a homework. Okay. So I will wait for your homework, students. So sum number 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 would be your homework. Thank you so much. God bless you all and stay blessed, all of you.